What up, players? Here's Matt. We're back for just for fun. Here's your bonus video. This is Green Stompy in Pauper. Hopefully, we get a decent matchup here, and you can see what a much better version of that standard deck does, and how it works in another format. Of course, we get a snap maul because we're on the draw here. On the play, I might have kept that. Oh god, this is awful too. But Hammer versus Affinity, not the best matchup for us here. Let's see what we draw. Pit Skulk is good. Okay, let's play Ranger. We'll probably think we're on Elves. Next turn we can swing with Ranger and lay Pit Skulk. Seems good. And if we get into a situation where one of our guys dies and we can Howl Pack on the Ledgewalker, there's no way we can lose at that point. I mean, unless we get raced, but I doubt it. Yeah. In fact, I probably should have played the Ledgewalker there. That was a little loose, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get lucky anyway. Horror Guard, that's old school. I haven't seen that in this in a while. I mean, it's not bad. Blocks our Ledgewalker, which kind of sucks. Awesome. He's just a badass loner. Okay. So here's why Ranger is in here. Ledgewalker. Untap somebody, doesn't matter who. Return a forest. Replay the forest. I mean, I didn't need to do that because I have a forest in my hand, but I just wanted to show you what it does. Like if I hadn't flooded completely here. Here I'm going to attack with the Pit Skulk. If he trades, I get to Howl Pack my Ledgewalker. If he doesn't, I can cycle the Thicket. So. Actually, I don't need to do that right now. I can wait till the end of its turn in case he like galvanic blast my Pit Skulk or something. I want to get those counters on the Ledgewalker if possible. Galvanic blast. My Ranger. See? Okay, I guess there's respect for the Ranger. Let's let that die. And then we can Howl Pack the Ledgewalker. Now we're in really good shape. So we have a 4/4 hex-proof hard to block creature. Now that said, he can drop 4/4s. Actually, but his 4/4s can't block mine, so. Depends on what he plays, of course. Let's see what's he got. Enforcer, okay. So at the moment he's winning the race, but not by much. I'm going to try to cycle the Thicket see if I can draw a pump spell. Because then I could attack with my pit skull freely. Attack thusly. Okay, you can't block there. And I'll play the safe hold elite so I can freely chump Mirror Enforcer with 0 issues. No compunction on that. By the way, little tips here for this video. Sorry about that. That call on drinking while exercising. Definitely not helpful for exercising. Let's see, swings in for 7. But I'm gonna actually I could do this, which seems good for me, right? No, 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 it doesn't. Because then I'm going to take 1 from the disciple. I'd rather just race him here. Ooh, God, Forger. Nice. Okay. Swinging for 4. So I guess here I chump the Enforcer and double block the Forger. And then I'm still ahead in the race. I've drawn no pump spells. So this was a mull, and it was a terrible hand, and we're still doing quite well against bad matchup. So this is a very powerful deck. I wonder what I put in my sideboard if I remembered to put the correct artifact removal spell, which is the one with the 2-mana one with Conspire. I probably goofed and put like Nature's Claim or something, which would be actually terrible. I mean, it's good because it's 1 mana, but I don't want him to gain 4 life when I'm going to get into racing situations here. The Conspire one would be much better. Combos with Ranger a little bit. Metal Sentinel. Okay, you ease back the Hover Guard. Sorry. My Ledge Walker, which is interesting. So yeah, he's gonna 2-for-1 me here. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna take no damage. I'm not triggering his disciples. Slaughterhorn is not quite enough. He's gonna jump it now. If not, I think I do Slaughterhorn, just to put him to dead on board. No, maybe I just play it to block the disciples, to be a blocker for the disciples, keep them from swinging in for an extra 2. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, maybe that's loose. No, I think it's better because it changes the clock. Doesn't change the clock. All right. Well, odds are pretty decent. It won't matter. I mean, also odds are he keeps Hover Guard back to Chomp. He keeps everything back. Interesting. I don't know why am I doing that. Okay. Let's swing in. Eat his hover guard. Alright. Pretty sure opponent could have killed us if he was being more aggressive. Now we have lethal on the board. Unless he's got some way to. Whip flare isn't legal. Unless he's got some way to deal with our guys. Or just kill us. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Damn, we're dead. Atog does it. Wow. He sacks all his artifacts and we die to the disable triggers. Nice. See, this is the old school build of Affinity, which I think is much, much better than the new one. Mine is kind of like a hybrid. I don't play Hoverguard, but I play a lot of other similar stuff. It seems like it would be really good in this matchup because we're racing. I think what I'm going to do is just. So obviously I forgot to build my sideboard. So what I'm going to do here is just run it back, and if we don't win, maybe I'll record another one because I want to show you what the deck looks like when it wins, how it wins. You never know. We're on the play here. I could have a nut draw here. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, so let's go Ranger. And what's he gonna play? Springleaf Drum. It does nothing. Okay, cool. Nice. Now here I could play Ledgewalker or I could just double ranker my Ranger, which I kind of like doing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that and just get in there because I think dropping him to 15 is really good, and it forces him to either waste a blocker or a spell, and I can just play Ledgewalker next turn. If he kills my dude, I don't care. I get my rankers back. Why ranker is such a ridiculously powerful card. Frogmighty. Frogmite. Frogmite. Artifact lands, legal, and pauper. Making for immense power. He is trample, so I'm not above ground swelling here. In fact, I think I'm going to. I wouldn't say go for it, but I mean, here I don't get blown out. Actually, if he Galvanic Blast after blocks, I get blown out. But if he does it now, do I groundswell? See, because he can Springleaf Drum tap for anything, Chromatic Sphere, sack, draw a card, and Galvanic Blast. No. Well, maybe I could have. No, I couldn't have anyway. All right. I mean, with 5 cards in hand, the odds of him having blast there were pretty good. So I'm glad I didn't offer that. Okay, Hover Guard. That's a thing. So now with Ledgewalker, you can try to duke us with this guy. Uh, Go ahead, bro. Sack stuff. Nothing. Don't rancor here, obviously. That. But turn if we go for rancor, especially if we draw a land, we definitely go for it. Yeah, because we can groundswell for 4. Actually, no, that was probably dumb. Because I wanted to save this for Ledgewalker. Okay, so now he'd have to. Oh, he could have activated it more times before the damage went through. Now he's just dead. I like it that he's just dead. Yeah, boy. So he didn't have the blast. So that's more like what the deck looks like. I mean, and that was some interest. That was a really interesting 5 turns, right, of Magic. I'm not even sideboarding here, right? Like he sideboarded in that guy, which is a ridiculous. I gotta remember that card because that's a pretty sick card. I just kind of play Electrickery in that spot because you know it's not an onboard trick. You see it coming, so when this list first came out, this was a pre-Return to Ravnica list, so there was no Electrickery. So that's probably why. I mean, this guy's list is old. Um, um, Modern Masters, because then Perilous Research would be in the deck. We keep this. Yeah, we keep this. Our opponent mauls on the play. This is decent situation for us. Okay, and please no turn 1 creature, which is also good. Okay, Nettle Sentinels begin the beatdown. Here, contrary to our first, I think we attack and then play Ledgewalker. Be a little more conservative. Yeah, because I want to set up the Howl Pack. Get in there for 2. Ledgewalker untapping Nettle Sentinel. Yes, so I always want to untap my guy. Pass. Just sacks of damage in our hand. Just oodles. Oodles of freaking noodles. Alright. How's your workout, babe? Alright. Oop, he drops a 4/4. Rest. Oh! Rest is brutal. Never would have expected that. Rancor. Okay, that's a thing to pick. That makes sense. Yes. Yes, why if I finish the wine? Uh, okay. I have no idea why he let me untap rather than activating it then. That was insane of him. I mean, I guess he can just activate it again in response to the Howl Pack. Maybe he realizes that now. He didn't last time. Do I go for the Howl Pack now, or do I Howl Pack my Sentinel? Let's just pass. See what he does. Okay. So now we get to make our Sentinel a 5/5. Trumps all his dudes. We have Bone Splitter on board. Ranger to untap our Sentinel. And, you know, a deck full of more threats and obstacles. 7-point life advantage over our opponent. Red. Tog is the thing. Snap attack. Tog is for so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So he can block our guy, but he's trading a lot off to do that. I mean, then again, he keeps his forger that way. What do you think? This is tough. I think I attack here, honestly. He's willing to sack all his stuff. No, he's not. Okay. That's great. And I can hit Skulk, untapping my guy with Bloodthirst. We're Hellbent, but he's got 2. And then on board ATOG. I think Prey Upon should be in my sideboard. Love that card. I think it's one of the most underrated cards in the history of Magic. Yeah, obviously I didn't build a sideboard for this one, so yeah, I know. What is the name? Paul Murray. What is the name of the Green Conspire artifact naturalized type card? Where you can tap your dudes to double the card. I expect an answer. All right. Okay, place another dog. You can't possibly attack. You got no attacks here. Hmm. Interesting. I think here, what I'm going to do is Bone Splitter the Pit Skulk. So if he wants to block, he's got to either trade with Forger or ATOG, or, you know, sack 3 things to ATOG. Bone Splitter is so good in this deck. And he could screw up and not sack me 4 blocks and then not be able to block that. With Tog, if that's what his plan was. Okay, so he does give me that trade. And he takes 5 coast there. A wolf. suit up Young Wolf, because why not? Pass. So maybe he tries to kill me here. Um, that's interesting. He's got enough blockers. If he just kind of hangs back and does nothing here, attacks aren't great for me depending on what I draw. Unless I draw Rancor, and then I suit a Bone Splitter, the Sentinel, Rancor it, and attack, and he's forced to like sack his whole board to deal with it, and then I still got dudes. Healthy. This bonus video brought to you by Pinot Grigio. Okay, attacks. This is a snap block with the Young Wolf because of Undying. So that for the sack. He's trying to kill me from 16. Or is he just dead? Oh, fling. Fling. Wow. Nicely done by opponent. Flinging me out. Either way, I think you almost kind of get the point of the deck. I'm a little sad to post our bonus video that I lost here, and didn't show me unleashing a flurry of pump spells. But the second game was pretty sick, and opponent lost at one. I could have just thrown the Ranger in front of the bus there. That might have been a smarter play, but I just wanted another body for Bone Splitter. Interesting. Would you have played that differently? I don't know. But that was fun. I had fun, and that's the name of the game here. And I think you saw what the deck can do. Somewhat, it's a pretty sick deck at least. Uh, Obviously, if I had a sideboard set up, that might have swung the games in my advantage somewhat. But what can you do? We beat his sideboard card, which is pretty nice. I